speaker of the day, Dr.Aruna Tijare. We are delighted to be able to have such a distinguished psychologist to address the sessions on emotional intelligence and lateral thinking. Dr.Aruna Tijare has completed her MA PhD in industrial psychology and is practicing psychologist, HRD trainer and counselor. She has been training, counseling and undertaking workshops on a wide range of subjects like human relations, communication skills, emotional intelligence, leadership skills and memory skills in different industries and forums for last 20 years. Some of her prestigious regular clients are L&T, Mahindra & Mahindra, Ardelia Chemicals, ONGC, Color King, Dharda Chemicals, Nuclear Power Corporation, Bombay Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Indo-American Society, various banks, management institutes, and a wide band of other industries all over India. Though her main subject for PhD is related to industrial labor from rural area, she takes keen interest in addressing the various problems concerning day-to-day competitive life. She has proved her credibility as a trainer by conducting programs, workshops for various groups of people, students, housewives, and senior citizens as well as employees in industry. She has released many audio cassettes on her subjects. Her articles in the newspapers and programs for television are very popular. She has studied scientific religion for last 20 years and the spiritual background adds depth to her program. Her programs have helped a large cross-section of people to live a more meaningful and happy life. I am sure we are all looking forward very much to this interesting presentation. So I would like to turn over podium to Dr. Aruna Tijare. We need to welcome her with a small Professor Lakshmi Prabha to welcome Dr. Aruna Tijare on behalf of our institute.
Is it possible? Or mic is okay? If you are not able to hear, please let me know. I would like to thank first Management for giving us all the opportunity, all esteemed people. I'm not here to teach you anything because actually I'm honored to be with your faculties. So today we are going to explore these subjects together. I need your help in understanding these subjects because these are specifically this emotional intelligence subject. This subject is very elusive. You feel you have understood and then another moment you feel you have not understood how to apply it in our day-to-day life. So what we will do is, right away we will start with analyzing one case. So we'll start with one case study. This experience that I am sharing with you has happened during 80s, maybe late 80s. I want all of you to listen to it and give your opinions. In my class, there are no right and wrong answers. There are opinions. So please feel free to share your opinions. This happened to one girl, 17-year-old girl, not back, around 15 to 20 years back. She used to travel from Borivali to Churchgate every day in local train. Once when she entered her ladies' compartment as usual morning 6 o'clock, she realized that there was no one in the compartment. Empty, almost the entire compartment was empty. Only 3 girls were sitting at the far end of the compartment. She entered and sat near the door. Now, as the train was about to start, or almost starting, one criminal type of a person from car, he entered the ladies' compartment. That time his roots were not there. There was no one attending to the ladies' compartment. In fact, after this particular incident, all these amendments in the law were made. Now, this fellow entered the compartment. This train was fast local and it doesn't stop for 20 minutes now. This fellow saw this girl sitting alone. He tried to snatch her purse. She tried to protest, tried to save her purse. In the action-reaction, this fellow snatched her purse and freed her out of the compartment. This girl came on another track, another train was going and she lost both her feet. She was admitted to the hospital. Her parents were called. While coming, her father, maybe around 50s, he had a massive heart attack. He was to be admitted in the same hospital. And within 2 days he died. This girl took almost 1 year to get well. response, protecting her purse, right or wrong, according to you? Think about it. How many of you feel it was right? Raise your hands. कितने लोगों को लगता है सही था? Raise your hands. How many of you feel it was wrong? Raise your hands. Now, opinions has no meaning unless you know the thoughts behind it. So I would like someone to share your thoughts. Why you say right and why you say it was wrong. And
First reaction.
reaction or not, according to you, what is right or wrong?
It was a reaction.
To the states. So trying to understand whether it was right or wrong. So I would like someone from the group who said, and someone who said right. Why?
Considering the scenario wherein her purse was snatched, she wants to take protest for herself. And considering her protest and security, she tried to take a selfie for the product. That's why I think it's right.
Protecting all things is right. Some people said it was not right.
By seeing the situation, I think you can think she was almost alone. Only three women were sitting. And usually we are not prepared to face such situations in our normal life. So by seeing the situation, her decision was wrong.
If I ask you, what is right, what is wrong, who will decide, how to decide, what will be your answer to this question? Situation, circumstances,
people involved.
Paristhiti Pramani, we say this, situation decides how to handle the situation. That means feeling presence of mind. Every situation is new, so handling that situation needs presence of mind, and that is our subject today. Emotional intelligence gives you that presence of mind. We will talk about this case later on, once we learn some basics about emotional intelligence, so that maybe by that time you will be better equipped to understand what is right and what is wrong. As I have said, this is illusion and again depending on opinions. So let us see now, emotional intelligence. Up to 70s, it was confirmed that every person wants success, prosperity, happiness. And experts say that intelligence is the trump test which can give you all these things. So up to 70s, it was believed that if you have a high-fi degree, if you are very intelligent, very student, you will always get everything in your life. But during 80s, this theory was repeated by many people because they realized that all the merit students or maybe toppers in the merit list, they were not all successful. Only maybe 1% of them were highly successful. The rest of the people were their average lives. Then they realized some people came up without any high-fi degrees like the Gates, Dhirubhai Ambani, Shilparam Management Group. So these people did not have any high-fi degrees and still they could really surpass the excellence. So again, research was started during 80s. What it does, because man was interested in success, happiness and prosperity. Usually if we get success, happiness goes away, relationships break. So we do not get all these things together. So again they started studying. And during 90s, specifically 95, Dr. Daniel Goleman, a well-known psychiatrist, he came up with the term of emotional intelligence. He said that our definition of intelligence is very narrow. We ignore number of skills which are essential for living life effectively. Now, when he came up with this term, all the educationalists started fighting with him. And what these two terms are doing together, emotions and intelligence, are totally opposite terms. Because when we are emotional, we cannot think rationally. When we are thinking rationally, we have to say emotions stop for the job. Okay, so he said that I know these two terms are opposite, not only terms, these two powers within an individual are opposite. But when these two powers come together, they create extraordinary people out of ordinary men and women. He gave a number of reasons like Mahatma Gandhi, Abraham Lincoln, Franklin Roosevelt, Indira Gandhi, and in recent times we can say Amitabh Bachchan also. So, extraordinary human beings out of ordinary. So, what exactly is this emotional intelligence? He gave almost hundreds of definitions. As I said, this subject is very easy. I have brought only two definitions which are easy to understand and apply in our lives. So the first one was very simple. Emotional intelligence is the ability to deal with situations and people effectively. Every moment we will deal with people and situation, and dealing with it effectively is called emotional intelligence, not only easily but difficult also. Second definition, we will look into it more because we are going to apply this and see how we can apply in our lives. Positive, proactive approach to all aspects of life. Okay, so these are simple definitions. Now, he said that IQ, you understand Q is quotient. Okay, it's measured in quotient. Intelligence is measured in quotient. He said that when a person succeeds in his life, only 20% of the credit goes to his IQ, how much facts and figures he knows. Then 80% whether he will rise in his career or not, whether he will get all the happiness and success and appreciation from others or not, depends on his IQ, 80%. Now, to understand this concept, he said that EQ decides how will you use your IQ. Whether you will become Obama or Osama is decided by your EQ. Highly intellectuals also can commit suicide, can kill someone. So this is basically, to understand this concept more, I'll ask you one question. And see that if you were in this situation, what you will do. This question is like this. Late at night, on a lonely road, you are alone, you have got a lot of money with you. A thief comes with a knife. He's slim and physically not as strong as you are. He's saying, give me the money, otherwise I'll kill you. This is what he's saying. Again, understand, lonely road, late night, you have got a lot of money. Thief comes with a knife and asks you for the money. Basically, he is upset on your head. What you will do is the question. I'll give you four options. Nowadays, people cannot answer questions on this. Options are given. So I'll give you four options. First option is bluffing the thief. कोई पैसे के पास is trying to collect it, run away with the rest. This is first option. Or run away without giving the money. Second option is give the money and run away. Third option is try to talk to the thief. For a time, when he can get some time so that someone comes for you and to pay, try to talk to him. You can call it negotiation also. Then this is the third option. Fourth option is fight it out. Since you is weaker than you, fight it out and save yourself as well as your cause. This is the four options. I take one by one. Think about what you would do or you would like to do in this situation. So I'll take one by one. The first one, bluffing the thief. How many of you would like to take that? Bluffing the thief. थोड़ा सा अच्छे से आप I should know how many of you would like to cheat the thief. No. Okay, second option, give the money and run away. Give the money and run away. Okay. Third option, talking to the thief. Talking to the thief. Majority. Okay. Fourth option, fight it away. Okay. Would you like to know your emotional intelligence? Okay. Emotional intelligence cannot be measured on the basis of one incident in your life. It takes a lot of incidences to measure it. There are no standardized tests to measure your EQ. But there are rough tests. So I've taken this example from a rough test. But I'll tell you how many marks EQ will give. I'm not giving these marks, so do not start fighting with me. How many marks this EQ will give? First option, that is bluffing, you take the one you have taken. They get 2 points out of 4. Since there are 4 options, out of 4 they get 2 points. Second option, giving the money, few people do that also. They get 3 points out of 4. Third option, that is talking to the thief, how many marks they should get? Okay, unfortunately, if you say only 1 point. 1 point. If you say that, I say don't start fighting. If you say 1 point only. And fighting, how many marks you should get? Again, no. If you say, if you are a black belt, you get 4, otherwise you get 6.
Their thief becomes the examiner. So as many marks you give us.
Okay, let us analyze now. This example I have given to understand the options. And 5 years marks are given. What's the better?
Because you want full money.
Of bluffing and cheating the people. When you try to bluff people in their business, it was very difficult. Still with your point behavior, maybe you are better than him. And bluff him, take your money as well as save your life. That is 50%. You can take that chance if you want. Second option, giving the money seems best, so you will talk about it later. Because here chances of your saving your life is 99%, 1% still you do not know the person, but then 99% might save your life. Now third option, this seems most logical and actual. Talking to the thief so that you get some time to think on your own or you get some time. What could be wrong in this option? Anyone? To make it one clear. वो वहाँ बातें करने के लिए नहीं आया. His aim is absolutely clear. He also knows if he wastes time, someone might come. Okay? One student gave me one intelligent answer. He said, "Madam, कोई आएगा लेकिन उसके ही वैसे आने के chances है late hours में." So to be on the safer side. Another important thing from emotional intelligence says this: when a person is under the strong influence of any emotion, it is very difficult to convince that person. You can look at yourself or your spouse when they are very angry. Can we talk anything? You have to wait till that particular emotion is receded and then you can talk some sense to them. Similarly, this thief is under the strong influence of fear. So he might kill you out of fear. He has not come there to kill you, but maybe because you start talking, it was unexpected response, he might kill you out of fear. So one mark still given. Chances are very less. If you take mark here, maybe you have heard about Narad Muni transforming the record into a saint. So maybe your communication skills are so effective that you can eventually save your life, your bag, as well as have one to settle along with you. In terms of what कमे देना है या नहीं देना है, and you will have to decide. Emotional intelligence doesn't decide. It gives only results in that. Okay, now last option. I said this fellow is physically up to you. What could be wrong with this? 0 marks may be good. And what could be wrong? Another thing is, you do not know how many muscles he has inside. He might have taken training in karate. आप कितने भी मोटे क्यों ना एक नहीं होता देगा आपको. Okay, so दुश्मन को कभी कमजोर मत समझो. That was what is the message here. That's my thought. So basically, emotional intelligence says, no, you become an expert in different subjects. Even I'm not trying to talk about those subjects, right? But if we have an argument, definitely I'll be a loser. Though I'm educated, done my doctorate, still I'll be a loser. Similarly, though this field looks same, this training will be totally different in that field. So even if you are stronger, it might not work here. So basically, emotional intelligence means to know when to move ahead in life, to know when to draw back in life. You need not write the map, you know the notes. When to draw back in your life. To know when drawing back is not a defeat. It could be base for another success. J. Krishnamurti has said draw back, be reflective rather than reactive. This is what is emotional intelligence. Again, is coming to our presence of mind and controlling the emotions anyway. Let us check with one example, which we all know. These two actors, superstars in their same venue. Rajesh Khanna had high IQ. IQ is basically skills, knowledge, facts, figures. In his own field, he knew कैसे आके करना है, कैसे हाथ करना है, so that he was really fascinated by it. He knew everything, that is what facts and figures and intelligence were. He was a successful actor. But Amitabh, along with IQ, had all these 6 facts, figures, skills, knowledge. But along with that, he had one major quality in him which helped him to come up again, and that was bouncing back from failure, dealing with difficult situations in a effective way. So this is called EQ. Every person's life there are going to be easy days, easy situations and difficult situations. These difficult situations decide in our life where we live. In fact, there are no colleges and schools which teach us how to handle this part of it. Okay, so let's see now. Quality is good and EQ. What are the qualities? It says these are life skills which are essential and it must be included in the IQ. So, first is self-motivation. In life, there is competition is threatening. Every person needs some motivation factor within him. He can inculcate as abilities to us into other people. This self-motivation. Now, bouncing back ability. These people can handle setbacks more effectively than normal people. Self-confidence is very high. They know whatever they start with, they will be able to do it effectively. Social intelligence, it includes communication skills, empathy, taking people along with you. This is what is social intelligence. Decision making, this is shaping your destiny continuously with each and every decision that you take. So, decision making process, presence of mind. We talked about there are sometimes difficult situations and we need presence of mind. Maybe our earlier learnings and teaching and experience will not tell us how to handle the situation. So that time we must have this presence of mind. And the best thing of EQ is how EQ makes a leader. You are a leader, you are all leaders, we faculty also leaders. Rise above biases, preferences, partialities. All of us have seen so many people are leaders, but some are good, some are excellent, and some are maybe on the negative side. The same group of people working wonderfully under one leader can get totally demotivated under other. The only difference between this is high EQ of the leader, which helps them to handle their subordinates in the right way. Now let us try to understand EQ with this example. Life is like a sea, no sagar will be, Bhavna and not sagar. And we are like the ship. So in this sagar, if we want to survive, what is the best? First thing that we must have a strong and powerful ship. Okay, this is the first thing that we need. That is called IQ. A strong IQ will help you to at least survive in this sea. And then that is not the only thing. We need a direction also. Sail we will need so that we can go in that direction. And the most important is, in this sea, we are not alone. There are crores and crores of ships all around. So even if your ship is very strong, even if you have a sail and you know the direction, people might not allow you to go there. So social intelligence is very important. How to take these people to cooperate with you so that all of you can reach your goal is important. So all these qualities, only one quality, that is having a strong ship, is intelligent, but the rest of the thing, reaching your goal, taking people along, is qualities of EQ. So from this now, we will come back to the case diagram side. Now you know the basics of EQ. Let us try to understand how to analyze one of the skills. Still you feel her response was right, or still you feel her response was wrong? How many of you feel her response was right and how many of you feel her response was wrong? That idea is same still? क्या करना चाहिए था लड़की ने? दे देना चाहिए था, फाइट करना चाहिए. Maybe in some minds, फाइट करना चाहिए था would be the answer. In some minds, दे देना चाहिए था would be the answer. Now, how to resolve this conflict and understand carefully? Whenever there is a conflict, we will have to look at the situation from the third angle. Understand better. So let us go to the third angle. These three girls, do you think they should have helped? Yes. All of us feel they should have helped. People try to look at them, they have not found their God. They should have helped. Here, all of us agree. So let us start from here, analyzing the situation. I'll ask one question. If you were amongst these three girls, a girl, and among these three girls, would you help? Okay, you know you should, but you do not know whether you will do it or not. That is why I say seriously, we know everything. But whether we will do it or not, we are not sure. The reason is we do not know how our brain works. In the will see this kind of